One of the biggest things I see as a realtor who's leading a real estate team is what's going on with coronavirus. Are homes selling faster or slower because of coronavirus? How has the virus affected real estate here in Orlando? And we've seen some really strange things in these past couple months. It's been really unprecedented. The coronavirus has affected everyone in every single sector in the entire world. But Orlando is one of those places where if the US is doing well, typically Orlando's doing pretty well too. If the US is not doing very well, then usually Orlando is pretty much in the same position. One thing I am happy to see is that Orange County passed a rule mandating masks here in Orlando and just in Orange County. It's kind of a bummer. This is something that really should have happened earlier, and I'm upset that it didn't happen until June 18th, which was last Friday. But it's a start, and I'm excited to see hopefully this virus go down. One study I read said that 85% of COVID transmission could be pretty much eradicated if everyone wore masks. So that's why it's so important to wear a mask. Please wear a mask if you can. I've been wearing masks when I go to my gym, and no one's wearing a mask, and it's really disheartening to see that. I know it's kind of cumbersome to wear one when you go to the gym, but I was reading through the Orange County rules for the mask mandate, and it said that there's certain exceptions like childcare facilities and people exercising. And you would think that people exercising should be wearing a mask more so than others because they're breathing so much. But c'est la vie. The Magical Moves team is still showing homes. We're wearing masks. We're being very precautious. My hands are actually really, really dry from sanitizing my hands after every home, every doorknob I touch, and every lockbox I open. We're making sure that we take precautions when we show homes because I do not want to be the reason that someone contracts COVID. April home sales fell drastically, and I can personally attest to this. Me and the Magical Moves team, we were working on servicing the people we did have under contract in March and April, but when it came to new leads and new inquiries, we were really, really slow. We did see a pickup in this past few weeks and months. May and June sales have spiked tremendously, and I can personally attest to this. The Magical Moves team, we've really been the busiest we've ever been. I'm thankful for that, but I realized that we were busy because March and April were so slow. So everyone that was looking to originally purchase in March and April postponed their purchase until May or June. I know this past June alone, I worked almost every single day taking care of our leads and making sure that they found the home that they needed. But now May and June sales have spiked tremendously, and I've also seen this. So everyone that was waiting to purchase a home in March and April were ready to buy in May and June. And so I've had one of the busiest months of our entire time in business. We're excited for that, but we also know it's because of kind of a bad reason. So that's not good either. And, my heart goes out to everyone that's, facing troubling times during these few months. It's really been crazy, and it's almost like there is no normal, and we're just taking it one day at a time. For national numbers, new home sales are up 12% May 2020 compared to May of 2019 last year. But existing homes dropped 9% from May of this year compared to May last year. And I think part of that is because sellers don't want to let people in their homes. I know I would, and I wouldn't want to do that either. And because people were, I think, afraid to have people enter their home, or they were uncertain of where the market was going, people were really just holding steady and trying to not sell their home and stay home. So we saw resale homes drop really drastically. But if you think about a builder's business model, they're the ones paying off all their homes, and they're trying to get rid of their homes as fast as they can. So we saw a huge surge in home sales for new builds because honestly, they were just trying to unload them. They don't want to be responsible for that construction loan. So they're trying to pay that off by selling as many homes as they can and offering really great incentives. And one thing that I've seen lately is amazing, amazing, amazing interest rates. If you are able to buy a home and you know that you've got a pretty stable financial situation, I would definitely recommend considering looking to purchase a home because we're seeing rates as of this video about 3.13% for mortgage interest rates. And for a lot of new builders or new build homes, I'm seeing insanely historically low rates of about 2.75%. And I think I even saw Toll Brothers, which is a luxury builder, advertise interest rates at 2.5, which is just stupid low. Like I've never seen them that low in my life. And It almost made me want to buy one because I just can't believe how low that price is. If you were buying a $300,000 home with 20% down, that could affect your mortgage payment, depending on what you would have originally been quoted for a few months ago, at least $100 a month. So these interest rates really add up. So for Orlando home sales, we saw about a 7% increase in the home price for the month of May, but we also saw a lot of sales decline. The total number of transactions decreased about 44% in May compared to May last year. So that's a huge drop. I'm thinking it's because people are nervous to sell their home. One thing I've seen the industry do is kind of adapt to changes. So I know that the Magical Moves team, we're really working hard to show homes remotely, and I've done a lot of FaceTime and recorded videos. And when we do that, I make sure to point out all the details I see in the home that could be something that you wouldn't see online. So if I see like a scratch on the drywall or damage here, I make sure to note it with buyers, because that's important to be honest and as transparent as possible with our buyers, because we want people to be happy with the homes they're buying. So I try to point out as many flaws as I can with the home. One thing I've seen the industry do, which I think is really cool, is complete mobile closings. And this is something that could have been possible beforehand. I've done a lot of mobile closings where the title company will send a mobile notary out to meet buyers wherever they're at in the country to close remotely. I've had people close at Starbucks. I've had people close at their place of work, which is really convenient. But now we're seeing it stepped up to the next level where mobile notaries are actually verifying it through video, and they don't have to meet buyers in person. So everything can be done online. They're just using video tools to notarize the transaction and signatures, which is a really cool step and really keeps people safe. So it's really surprising to just see this in Orlando. It's been such a crazy couple months, and we're really riding the wave through the crest and valleys, and I think that's kind of something that everyone in the country's doing right now. We're working hard to help our buyers move to Orlando. One other thing I've seen is that a lot of our buyers that work remotely are moving to Orlando at an even more rapid rate. So I think one thing that's attributing our business increase is more and more people are working remotely. They finally convinced their boss to let them work from home, and so now that they can work from home, they can really live anywhere in the country. And why not live 10 minutes from Disney World? It's really the best case situation. I know that if I live somewhere where it snowed, I'd definitely be out of there if I had the opportunity to work remotely. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up or consider subscribing. We work mostly with out-of-state buyers and local buyers here in Orlando, and we really help them find a home that they can be proud of here in the Orlando area. If you do need real estate services, feel free to email me at eric@magicalmoves, ERIC@magicalmoves.com. You can also check out our Facebook group, Magical Moves. It's a really great resource for people to ask questions and have those questions answered by people that live here or are considering moving here too. I know that I'm always in the group answering questions. You can also follow us on Instagram at MagicalMovesFL. We post a lot of home tours when we're out showing homes. And I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you soon.